that open. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Look at that puff vinyl. You see it sitting up off that shirt.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for joining me in this quick tutorial. Actually, it's not quick, it's a full tutorial. I want to show you guys how to create this text right here in Silhouette Studio. We are in Designer Edition, Silhouette Studio Designer Edition. How to create this text and how to get it to arc like this, because I haven't seen anybody show a tutorial on how to make it arc. We're going to be cutting some Caesar vinyl. We have some regular black vinyl and we have some puff vinyl. And we're going to be using our Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. Haven't used that in a while. All right, so let's just jump straight into this tutorial. Shouts out to Heat Transfer House for selling all this equipment that we have here. If you haven't purchased your Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus yet or your vinyls yet, use my Heat Transfer House affiliate link in the description down below. All right, let me show you guys how to do this. Okay, in this software, Silhouette Studio Designer Edition, I highly advise you guys to upgrade to Designer Edition because some of these tools will not be available in the regular edition. You'll see as we go along. So follow along with me. Go ahead and select some text right here on the side and just click. And we are going to go ahead and type out B-O-O lowercase t-h, capital T-H-A-N-G. Thang. All right. And we already had our text selected right here. Let's see what it's called. Our text is called Austin Holiday. It's called Austin Holiday. Now, I don't remember whether I got this on Creative Fabrica or whether I downloaded it from 1001fonts.com, but you guys can check either one of those. I have a Creative Fabrica affiliate link down description down below that you guys can subscribe to, and you get a whole bunch of unlimited fonts that you can have access to download into your font book on your computer, so you guys can, you know, play around with those fonts. All right, let's get back to this thing right here. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and scale this up to about the size of the one that's above. Go ahead and grab the point down below and go ahead and just scale it up. All right, to about the size. All right, that's somewhat about the size. Now we're going to go ahead and select our paint palette tool right here. Open the fill panel. All right, and then we'll click on it, and then we're going to select the yellow color right there, that bright color right there, to change the color of our text. All right, so already we're starting to take form. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to manipulate the text a little bit, adjust the spacing, see how they're like close together right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this text tool right here, and I'm going to go to character spacing, and I'm just going to slide the slider over a little bit to make it so that they're not that close to each other. All right, so about, let me take it back, about right there is what I like it. They're touching, but they're not like right on top of each other. I like it like this. All right, so now our text is text. We're going to flatten up our text right here. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to double click, and I'm going to go ahead and click convert to path. All right, change it to a path instead of text. When we convert things to a path, it's now a shape and it's not text. I can't double click and change the font anymore, so because it's now a path. It's now shapes as opposed to it being text. All right, so now the next step is to go ahead and get our curve effect. So we're going to go right over here, and this is one of those tools that's not available unless you have Silhouette Studio Designer Edition. So I'm going to click on the warp tool, open warp panel, and I'm going to go ahead and click on this little cylindrical conical warp right here. Click on that conical warp, and I'm just going to select conical warp selected shapes. All right, boom. The selected shape is now affected by the conical warp. And now I'm just going to start playing with these different options right here. All right, so I can go ahead and turn it this way. All right, I can go ahead and try to curve it this way and start taking the shape that we want. All right, I can go ahead and play around with these little things and see exactly what they're going to do to my text and manipulate it. and just play around with those and see what it's doing. All right, this one's making it bigger and smaller. This one I believe is going to move it up and down. Yep. All right, so go ahead and play with those right there until you get something that you like. All right, I just want mine to curve just a little bit more. So I'm just going to adjust it till it curves just a little tad bit more. All right, and when you like it and you're good to go, then we can move forward. All right, so that looks okay to me. All right, so now if you notice when I select it, it brings back up the conical warp. If I deselect, if I select it, it brings back up the conical warp. So I'm going to double click again, and I'm just going to go ahead and convert to path once more. All right, so now when you convert that to a path again, now when I select it, the conical warp option is gone. All right, so I had to convert it to a path again, or else that option would have kept on coming up and we wouldn't have been able to do anything with it but, you know, adjust the conical warp on it. So now that I have converted to a path again, I can go ahead and hit the offset panel right here, which is a star. Looks like a starfish with a starfish around it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click that button, and then that opens up the offset panel, and I'm just going to click offset. All right, now when I click offset, you see it put an offset around the whole entire thing right there. Apply. All right, I applied that, and now it closes up all the little gaps right there, and now I have an offset on it. All right, so now with the offset still selected, I'm going to go ahead and open up the fill panel, and I'm going to select black. Now you can see that we pretty much created the same thing that we have up here. But what I want to do is, see how it seems like this end right here is lower than that end. I'm going to go ahead and grab up here, go up here to the top. I'm going to hold down and click and bring down this little line right here and put it right at the top of the B. All right, and now that that's selected, now that that's highlighted, I can go ahead and select my whole thing. Remember, it's an offset, and it's also a background. All right, so if I go ahead and see, it's going to drag one, not the other. So I'm going to Command Z to undo, and I'm going to go ahead and select both of them right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab this tool right, this little, and start curving it. All right, to the point where it looks kind of straight. All right. All right, so that looks like kind of like, yep, that's good. That looks kind of like it's in the even Steven straight. All right, so we're pretty much done creating it right here, but we can take it a step further, guys, because like I said, it is we're gonna have like this. We're gonna have to stack vinyl on top of vinyl. All right, I don't like to stack too much vinyl on top of each other. I like to kind of like create little spaces in the middle of them. So what we can do to create a space, let me Command Z just so that I can move back into its place right there. Command Z, Command Z. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and select this whole thing right here again. That selects both the black along with that bright color right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and click this tool right here, which is the modify panel. And then I click subtract all. Now what subtract all did was it took the uppermost layer and it subtracted it from the bottommost layer. So if I click that top layer and I move it now, you'll see we now have an offset, official offset. And we're not stacking vinyl anymore. We're not layering vinyl anymore. We're pressing both different vinyls onto the shirt. All right, so next thing, we're going to go ahead and get this ready to cut. So I'm gonna move this one that we just created off to the side. I keep on selecting one. Off to the side, right here. I'm going to go ahead and select this one right here that we had already, and I'm going to actually put it sideways, and I'll tell you why I put it sideways in a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it down here. And just for the sake of making more than one, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. I'm going to bring this one right next to this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight both of them. And now I'm going to go ahead and flip it horizontal, because we always want to flip horizontal when we're cutting. All right, flip horizontal. So now we are ready to send this to our cutter, but first we need to load up our cutter with some vinyl. So let's get our first layer, which is going to be black, and let's load up the vinyl cutter. Let me show you how to do that. All right, y'all, we got our Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. The Wi-Fi is turned on right here in the corner. You can see that Wi-Fi badge. All right, I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to grab my vinyl. And I'm just going to pull this tray out. This is the roller tray. If it's here, might as well use it. And I'm gonna grab our vinyl. Vinyl, you got the shiny side, then you got the matte side. Shiny side is most of the times, 90% of the times, shiny side is always down. All right, and with this cutter right here, just so you guys know, this lever in the up position means the bar is down. If I put this lever down right here, I can go ahead and adjust this this roller right here. All right, but I'm gonna leave my roller locked in this place right here. All right, and I'm gonna put this lever back up, which puts this bar back down. That's how I adjust the lever on my Romeo. I mean, on my Cameo. Oh my gosh, vinyl cutters, guys. All right. All right, so Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and load our vinyl into this little slit right here. There's a little slit right here on the feeder, on the tray, and then I'm going to go ahead and line it up right here. I'm dreaming about the Romeo right now. I'm not in my studio, so we can't use the Romeo. All right, let me just see if I can. All right, there we go. All right, I'm lining up my vinyl with the little line here on the side, jutting it up against the wheels, and then I'm going to hit the arrow button, the up arrow button, and it's going to load in my vinyl. And now I'm just going to hit the down button right here at the top to feed in a little bit extra vinyl right here. Now we're pretty much ready to go. All I got to do is send this job to cut in my software right here. All right, so let's go ahead back to the software. All right, back in Silhouette Studio right here, we're going to go ahead and click send right here. All right, and right now we're connected to our Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. It says it's ready. All right, we have plain cardstock selected, and we don't want that because we're not cutting plain cardstock. So we're going to go ahead and find our cut settings for our vinyl, which is 3.6. I forgot what our cut setting is. So user defined, my vinyl cut settings right here. Here's all my vinyl cut settings. I got A-Dubb Productions vinyl settings, heat transfer house plastic, glitter vinyl, flock, Caesar brick, Caesar glitter. I got all these cut settings right here. So I'm gonna click A-Dubb vinyl settings right here. All right, and that put it to the auto blade, and we got 3, 4, 6 speed on 12. All right, and we're gonna cut by fill. Right now you see everything is selected. I wanna select cut by fill, and that's gonna enable us to choose a specific color that we wanna cut, and it's only gonna cut that color at a time. All right, which in this instance, it really doesn't matter because we have the inset, but we're just gonna deselect this one and only cut the black layer right here. And now it still says plain cardstock right here, which is weird, but it doesn't matter because we got the right cut settings. And now I'm going to select send. All right, now when I click send, you're gonna see the Cameo start to work. Pressing send right now. And here we go. Cutting, it's gonna adjust a little bit, and then it's gonna start to cut our vinyl right here. All right, nice. All right, now this is the infamous noise that everybody complains about. The Silhouette Cameo is a bit noisy, I must admit, guys. There's no way of getting past that. There's no way of getting around this when you buy the Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus. We have seen images of the Silhouette Cameo 5. I gotta admit, guys, I am not totally impressed or sold on it. I don't have one. I haven't seen one in person. So as things progress, my opinions might change, but I'm in love with the Romeo and the Juliet right now. But right now, what's important is that we have so many options to choose from as far as vinyl cutters and things like that, that it really doesn't really matter what you go with. You're gonna have a great product after your vinyl is cut with whatever vinyl cutter that you get, guys. But let me finish letting this thing cut out. You see how loud the Cameo 4 Plus is. You see it working. If you're in the market for buying something that's gonna start you off cutting vinyl and giving you a nice amount of space width-wise to cut large designs at a nice price point, I believe that the Silhouette Cameo 4 Plus is still your best bet. At a higher price point, if you want to buy something a little bit quieter, you can go ahead and buy the Caesar Romeo. I wouldn't suggest getting a Juliet because for me personally it's just too small, especially if you're doing business. I'll just go ahead and buy the Caesar Romeo if I were you. But use my heat transfer house affiliate link in the description down below to purchase either one of those along with your vinyls. All right, so let me finish letting this cut out. Be right back. All right, guys, so now our first part is cut. I'm just gonna press the down arrow to feed this out and take this roll off and grab our new roll, which is this puff vinyl right here, brand new roll of puff vinyl, and I'm gonna put it in. So now we're gonna load it up in our vinyl cutter, again with the shiny side facing down. And one thing I don't like about this, I can tell you right now, is how small this roll is. You can buy larger rolls, but I also don't like how it curls up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. I'm going to stuff it. Let me stuff it in here. It's hard to get in the vinyl cutter like this. All right, so let me go ahead and feed this on right here, right there. Suck it in there. There you go. Push this down and pull it in just a little bit more past that little slit right there. All right, so we are pretty much good to go. All right, to start cutting the other part of that. All right, now, so in software, only thing I'm gonna do right here when I switch my vinyl is I'm gonna deselect this, deselect the black, and select the other color. And then this yellow or greenish yellow. I'm colorblind, guys. That's why I keep on saying stuff like that. All right, so now it's got the inside selected, and I'm just gonna send this to cut, guys. All right, so boom, send. Now you see our Cameo start to cut our puff vinyl, and I'll be right back after this is done cutting, and then we'll do a little bit of weeding. Guys, fun fact, right here at home, I don't have any of my weeding hooks with me, so I'm just gonna improvise when it comes to weeding this thing. All right, so I'm just gonna warm up my bottom platen because I learned something recently and I wanna see if it works. All right, so with my bottom platen warmed up, I'm gonna lay my vinyl on top of it, and then I'm going to use a seam ripper, and I'm just gonna grab the edge of the vinyl right here and grab it, and then we'll see how easy it weeds. Yep, nice and easy. Comes off nice and smooth and easy. Wow. Wow, excellent. Now we go on the inside and grab each of our little inside things. This little hack right here works very well. Warm up your platen and go ahead and weed that vinyl. It weeds easily like this. All right, there we go. Weed all these out. Comes off nice and easy. Wow. Yep, heat up that bottom platen, guys, and lay your vinyl on top of that, and it'll come off nice and easy. Shout out to all those TikTok videos. I think I saw this hack on TikTok. I do know that they sell weeding tables that are kind of warm, so it would make sense. This would actually make sense, but this right here, weeding it this way, is 1000% easier than fighting with the vinyl. All right, so yeah, this makes it so much easier. When it's easy like this, man, so enjoyable, so easy. Now just go in here and get the little intricate little fine parts, and then we are good to go. All right, let's look real fast. Get that. All right, get this. All right, so now it is time for us to get the pressing. All right, so I'm gonna use this district shirt, this size medium right here. This is from Heat Transfer House also. So Heat Transfer House also sells merchandise, in case you guys don't know. Very, very soft district shirt. I think this is a blend. This is 50% cotton, 50% poly. All right, right here. So line this up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press it down to get some of the wrinkles out and also to get the moisture out of the shirt. Just a few seconds, that's all you need. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lay down my first layer, which is my regular vinyl, and I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it and center it up. All right, Thang. 4 fingers down from the edges of these parts right here. All right, so that looks about right there. Yep, actually I'm gonna pull it over just a tad bit. All right. Here we go, right there. Boom. Is that, this little part right here is throwing me off. I got a little bit of extra, carrier sheet right there, and it's just throwing me off. But all right, that looks good. All right, so we're gonna go with that. 15 seconds, 300 degrees. Let that thing count down. And I'm excited to see how this shirt comes out. Drum rolls, please. Easy weed with that Caesar on them. All right, boom. And here we go. Manual open press right here. Oh gosh, we're not used to the manual opens anymore. All right, so now go ahead and take that off right there, nice and easy. All right, now comes the fun part. Got the boo thing there. Now that I'm doing this, I actually miss vinyl. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just gonna carefully place that on there, and it fits exact. Wow, I see no gaps, no nothing. Amazing, amazing. All right, so now we're just gonna press this. Another 15 seconds. Actually, puff might not even be 15 seconds. It might be like 10 seconds, to be honest. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up right now. 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. Pop that open. Oh my gosh, and look at that. We got a nice puff on there. Nice puff on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. Just gotta show y'all what I'm talking about, man. You see how thick that is right there, sticking up off that shirt. Puff is nothing short of amazing. Puff does it again. Puff does not disappoint, even after all these years. Puff does not disappoint, guys. Let me show you guys that. Zoom in right there. Puff does not disappoint, man. I'm telling you, Puff knows how to bring her brother back to vinyl. Oh my gosh, this looks good. I'm not even gonna lie to you right there. That looks good. I'm ready to make some more puffy shirts, guys. Use my Heat Transfer House affiliate link to buy yourself some of this, because you guys, you know, you want to buy your boo a boo thing shirt. You know, you want to make her a boo thing shirt. There you go, man. I showed y'all how to make it. Go ahead and make one. Let me know how y'all think this turned out in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys miss me making videos like this, and I'll make some more videos like this for you guys. And guess what? Maybe I'll make some more interesting designs with vinyl, and I'll put them available in the store so you guys can buy them. What do you guys think? These shirts right here in the store, more vinyl shirts. Would you guys buy? In the comment section, yes or no? I definitely think that this is definitely something that should be in storefronts. It's just a quality shirt. It's something different. They do have screen print puff ink that can give you this effect, but who wants to get all that screen print and stuff? It's just too much. You can get the same effect with puff vinyl right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Alan Wade, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?